Welcome back to the STRIVECast. Yay!
Season 3, episode 34.
Yes! Welcome back, everybody, to the STRIVECast. Let's introduce ourselves. Noel.
Oh, yeah. No party, homie G.
Noel has a brand new podcast shirt today.
Yeah, show everybody your STRIVECast swag.
Summer version.
Yeah.
Woo!
Whoa!
Look at that.
Very nice. For our audio-only listeners, Noel's standing up and showing us his blue STRIVECast t-shirt with a blue STRIVECast logo.
Short sleeve. Oh, now he's posing like a bodybuilder. Oh, look at this, the flex. Good job.
No, shout out to our audio-only listeners who have been with us this whole time, only listening. You know, you're really missing out on the visual episodes over on our Facebook pages, but thank you for listening. Anywho, we'll keep going. Jeff, want to introduce yourself?
It's me, Jeffy.
Jeffy. Hi, Jeff. Good to see you.
See you.
Producer Susie, want to introduce yourself?
Of course. One and only Susie Q in the house. And I'm producer. Under me is Miss Wet Wet. She is a producer.
You introducing everybody now?
Hello, everybody.
All right. Hi, Whitney. Thanks for being here. Sound and video engineer, want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ryan, the sound and video engineer.
Thank you for being here. Code traffic controller, you are up.
Pete, welcome. Thanks for listening.
And I'm Olivia. So welcome back, everybody. We are very excited to interview Mr. John Naylor of Rosemont Market here in Portland. There's many of them all around the southern Maine area. And Susie, how do you know Mr. John Naylor?
Well, he is my neighbor.
Your neighbor. So it's a big community episode here today on the STRIVECast. We're very excited to chat with him. You guys looking forward to it? You feeling ready? Excited for today's episode? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's what
Definitely.
we like to hear.
I'm feeling it.
All right. And anything else we want to chat about in the intro? We ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
We should get into it.
Get into it. So, Jeff, you know what to say to take us to break.
We'll be right back.
All right. Please welcome John Naylor to the show. Welcome, John.
Welcome, Zono, my fit buddy in the world.
Welcome, John. Thanks for being here.
Sure. My pleasure.
Right. Well, I believe Noel has your first question, John. So Noel will kick us off strong.
Welcome to the STRIVECast. John, tell us about Restaurant Market.
Rosemont Market.
Sure, Noel. It's a market that we started it back in 2005. So that's what? We're 221. So that was 16 years ago. Seems like it just was yesterday. And it was a market. The idea behind Rosemont Market was to be kind of a small grocer that basically we try to bring in really good fresh produce and really good fresh food so that, you know, you're eating a really just a kind of a locally raised, fresh, nutritious, good product every day. So the idea is to really come and see us a couple times a week instead of just one day a week to do all your shopping. So, you know, it's like every day we get deliveries from farmers and we get deliveries from the produce market in Boston and we get deliveries from beverage people and people who sell us meat. So we have that happening all the time. So any one day, something could be really nice and fresh in the market. And it's just, that's the idea behind it. It's if you guys are familiar with, you know, in the older days in Europe, that's the way people would shop. They would just, you know, somebody would talk about what's for dinner. You're going to go to the market and you're going to go see what has come out of the fields that day. And there you go. So just a good way to eat in my mind. So right now, for instance, if you go to the market, we have locally fresh asparagus. So if you guys like asparagus, that's what's going on today. So
Yum. We'll have to head over.
yeah.
Exciting.
You should live.
I will. I live right near one.
You know
right. Why? So I can get fresh asparagus, right?
that, and there's also vineyards, soups, sandwiches, breads.
There's everything, right? It's so
Sounds like
good.
Susie's your spokesperson.
I know, Susie, you're doing a good job.
Thanks, neighbor.
That's awesome. Thank you, neighbor.
All right, Jeff, you ready with your first question? Go for it.
When did Rosemont get started?
Now, how and when did it get started? Well, in 2005, right?
So it started in January of 2005, and how it got started was, before that, I worked for another place called the Portland Greengrocer, which was downtown in Portland. And the guy who started the Rosemont Market with me, Scott Anderson, he was the baker at Portland Greengrocer. So we both worked together at Portland Greengrocer down on Commercial Street in the Old Port. And at one point, the Commercial Street store decided that they were going to shrink and that they just didn't want to keep doing the same business we were going to do. So we could go find a job somewhere. And Scott and I were like, well, we don't want to find a job somewhere. We like what we do. We'd like getting fresh food, and Scott liked baking bread. And like Susie said, we like making sandwiches and soups and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So we decided to look for a place. And when we found it, and it was the place right down the street from Susie's house, right next to Cumberland Farms, was Priscopo's Bakery. And that's where it started. There you go. You remember that across the street?
Yes, I remember.
Oh, girl.
She knows. She knows it all.
Yeah, she does. So there you go. That's how it started. And it really started because the two of us, Scott and myself, we really liked food. So we wanted to have our own market. And that's what we did. We just decided to do it.
It worked out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Noel, back over to you, buddy.
Yeah, you have is it
multiple locations.
multiple locations in the greater Portland area. We hear you have exciting new opening soon.
Got a new one opening soon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's the word is out, I think, Noel. So actually we have two places that are going to be opening.
Wow.
So this is the big surprise. So the first one we announced was in Scarborough. And this is really cool, you guys, because this is what I really liked about it. It was the old police and fire station on Route 1 in Oak Hill. So it's where the fire engines in the police department used to be, and somebody bought it, and they came knocking on our door and asked us if we'd be wanting to open up a market there. And I didn't feel like I wanted to do it myself. So you guys probably know this other place too. There's a place called Harbor Fish in downtown Portland in the Old Port. And I talked to Mike, who owns Harbor Fish, and we got together and we decided we're going to do one big market together in the fire station. So, you know, we're just going to be Harbor Fish with Rosemont Market in the same space, and we're going to give it a try. So that's going to, I think, probably the end of September, maybe the 1st of October, that'll be ready to open. So that was the first one. And then the second one, which is going to open probably July 1st or thereabout, is going to be down at Thompson's Point next to the Children's Museum. So they came to us and asked us if we could open up a little market so all the kids going to the Children's Museum would have a good, healthy place to eat. So we were like, okay, we can do that. So we're doing that. And then next to it, there'll be, you know, for adults, there'll be a nice little wine bar that will do a little wine bar, and we'll serve local beer, and we'll do nice little bits of stuff from our kitchen. So it'll be a fun little place down in Thompson's Point.
Very excited for that. Can't wait.
I know.
Awesome.
It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'll be there on day one when, you know, knocking on your door. Can't wait. All right, Jeff, back to you, sir.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Boy, favorite part of my job. I think it's actually working with people. You know, I get to work with people every day. So I get to work with and I would say some of my favorite people are like Aaron over at the production facility, and Cecilia, who's our cook, and Emily, who's our baker. They're really great people to work with. And then I have all the managers in the stores, and I get to work with my son, Atticus, who helps run all the stores. And I get to work with my daughter, Finn, who is like in the marketing department for all the stores. So I get to kind of every day get up and talk to a bunch of people about what we're doing and how we're doing it. And everybody's on board and likes what they're doing. So I think just being where I am right now, which is really what I do well, talk a lot. That's what my wife tells me. Susie, you could probably say that too. I like to talk a lot, I bet, huh?
Yeah, you do.
That answer was coming.
So that's what I like to do, Susie. I like to talk a lot, and I like to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah,
So
I know.
there you
Me
go.
too. I like to yap. Well, also.
Well, it makes for a good podcast guest, so that's perfect for us.
Yeah.
All right, Noel, I think back over to you.
What is the hardest part of your job?
What is the hardest part of my job? I think the hardest part of my job is, and it's like the hard part for everybody who has a business, you have to sit down with your accountant, and you have to make sure that, you know, you are not spending too much money, that, you know, you're buying things for the right price. And at the end of the day, it's like, I like to make sure that people get good food, but at the end of the day, I have to make sure that we can pay for it and that we can pay all our employees. That's the hard part, is to kind of like do the math on that. So, but doing math is probably the hard part. So.
Same in our job too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same. All right, Jeff, back over to you. I think you get the final word for the
Okay,
interview question.
thank you, Olivia. How can people find the remote market?
The Rosemont Market.
So what you can do is you go online to rosemontmarket.com, and that's our website, and it has all the information about Rosemont Market. It's got all the locations, all the different things we do, all the stuff. It's right there. We just put together a really good website. So if you need to find anything you want to know about Rosemont, you go right on rosemontmarket.com, and it's really a well done piece of work that we just did to find out whatever you need to know. So there you go.
Ryan will make sure that we got a nice graphic on the screen for our video watchers to make sure they can see the website name at rosemontmarket.com for all your Rosemont needs. All right. So Jeff, Noel, Susie, we asked all our interview questions. So what's it time for now? Time for the So John, Jeff usually starts us off for the lightning round. So Jeff, why don't you start us off strong? And we were practicing earlier, doing it nice and quick. So we'll keep up that pace. Go for it, Jeff.
Okay. White fish or dark fish?
Whitefish or dark fish?
White fish or dark fish? My favorite fish is codfish. So that's a whitefish. And I like it because it's mild and the texture is really good.
Awesome. Good question and answer. Noel, over to you. Lightning round.
Okay. What about golfing or swimming?
Whew. What about golfing or swimming? I like to swim in the ocean. And you know what I really like? No, I like body surfing. So it's like when the ocean starts, it starts to get just a little warmer. It's like a little too cold for me right now. But June, July, August, my favorite thing is to get out of work, get my beach pass and go to Scarborough Beach and just go body surfing. That's what I like to do.
Great answer. All right, Susie, you're up.
All right. Well, my favorite one is, do you have cats or dogs?
Cats or dogs?
Cats or dogs? Well, right now, I don't have a cat or a dog, and we've always had dogs. And the reason I don't have dogs now is because, Susie, you know that I have 3 kids, right?
Yes, I know.
And all of them have dogs. So when they all come over to the house, they bring their dogs over, and then I have dogs. And it's kind of like being like having grandkids. I can like be with the dogs, and then when they leave, they can take the dogs. So I really don't have to take care of them.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
cool. That's
Perfect.
perfect.
All right, yawning Jeff, over to you. Another lightning round. Go for it.
Yawning Jeff.
Okay. A tree or no leaves?
Tree or leaves? Interesting question.
No
A
leave.
tree or leaves? Boy, I like trees and I like leaves. So I guess trees with leaves, right, would be the thing that I like the most. So, and I've got trees in front of my house that I really like. The only thing I don't like about the trees is well, it's not bad, but right now they're gonna just drop all the little helicopters right now, right? So,
Helicopters.
yeah, right? Is that what you call them?
That's what I call them.
Yeah, there you go. So,
All right, Noel, over to you.
Okay. Chapter books or picture books?
Ooh, chapter book or picture book?
I like chapter books. So I like to read chapter books. And I have like one that I'm reading right now is about a secret group of guys who during Second World War, who were over and discovering what the Germans were doing as far as, you know, some of their advanced research on all kinds of stuff. So it's an interesting book to read, but that's the kind of books I like to read. So.
Right, and Susie, you get the last question of the day. What's our usual last question?
Tell us your favorite joke.
Do you have a joke you like to tell?
You know, Susie, I used to tell more jokes, but you know what? My wife told me once, she said, you know, you have a good sense of humor, but you're not funny.
Funny.
That's
That's what
a
she
good
told
joke.
me. So that's a good joke, right?
That is a good joke.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
Love that. Well,
Yeah,
John,
so-
those are all of the questions that we had for you. But thank you so much for joining us today. It was so nice to meet you and have you join the gang.
Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed these guys. You all are really fun. That was good. That made my
An
day.
upbeat group. Oh,
Yeah.
you made our day. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining. Guys, want to say thank you to John?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you,
Thank you, guys.
John.
Thanks,
It was
John.
really,
John,
really
have a
good to
good one.
see you. And I'll see
You're welcome,
Susie in the
John.
neighborhood.
Bet you will.
Yes, you will, John. Bye, crazy.
All right.
Have a
See
great
you guys.
afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, John.
Bye.
John, have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, crazy.
All right, and Jeff will be.
We'll be right back.
Thanks,
STRIVECast is
Courtney.
brought to you by
It sounds like you.
And your ad.
Right
That is
here.
Right here.
Your ad could be right here as well. We've got a great summer special. We're getting ready to kick off summer. We hope you'll join us. Contact us. We've got great price points depending on how many advertisements you'd like within our jam-packed show. So reach out to us. But I could tell you, there's one level where you could get a whole summer's worth of advertising for $50. You can't beat that.
Wow.
Call now. Write us now. Your ad here.
So STRIVECast at pslstrive.org or 207-774-6278. Thanks.
Thanks. And
Your
Jeff
ad right
will
here.
be.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for.
Susie's Cues. And
Song.
today is about this Tokyo
Olympics.
Summer Olympics.
Olympics.
The Tokyo Olympics.
You skipped your Susie's Q song.
That's a sneak
Yeah, let's
peek
hear
at
your
the
song,
question.
Suze.
Susie Q. Susie Q. I am so happy to be in a great neighborhood with John Naylor. Ben, what? Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. All right, Pete, you're going to give us a leaderboard update?
I sure will. Here we go. Working our way up from the bottom with 48 points. It's Liv. Then we've got a close bunching there. We've got Susie with 54, Noel with 55, Jeff and Ryan tied with 56, and then Whit with 58.5.
Wow.
Except
All
for
right.
it.
Anybody's game today, you guys.
It is, and there's
Yeah.
5 big points up for grabs, at least, in case we throw in some extras, but at least 5 questions. So here we go.
Ready, Susie?
Okay. The Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics are going to be held in 2021. Is that true or false?
Okay. True or false? Tokyo 2020 Summer Games are going to be held in 2021. True or false? And we start with the ladies as always. Susie, take it away.
I think it's true.
Okay. Whit,
I believe it's true as well.
Olivia,
True, too.
NPT.
Right over here, too.
True. Okay. Jeff,
Pete, I'm going to say it true. Latin.
lock it in. All right, you got it. And Ryan,
True.
everybody's true. And hey, what a great start we're off to today, because that is true. The 2020 games were postponed.
We got that.
The 2020 games are postponed due to COVID and will be held this year, this summer, in Tokyo, Japan. Points for everybody right off the bat.
Sorry.
Right. Let's hear number 2.
Number 2. Games are very high tech this year, and athletes will be met at the airport by robots.
Ooh. All right. The games are very high tech this year, and athletes will be met at the airport by robots. Is that true or false? And we'll go to the gentleman this time. Ryan, would you like to kick off?
I think that's false.
Okay. Ryan's with false. Noel?
Me too.
False also? Okay. Jeff?
Pete, I'm going with true, locked in.
Jeff, true, locked in. Olivia?
I'm going to say true.
Okay. Jeff and Olivia are at true. Whitney?
It's true.
Okay. And Susie.
I'm going with the girls on this one. It's true.
Okay. So the ladies and Jeff are at true. Noel and Ryan are at false. And let's see, the answer is, it is actually true. Japan will have facial recognition, cameras, and microphones installed everywhere. Robotic baggage assistants will meet the athletes at the airport, and even driverless cars will take tourists wherever they want to go. These games will even sport a human-made meteor shower. Wow.
Oh,
That's
exciting.
Okay.
Great.
Let's see. There's a point for Jeff, Susie, Whitney, and Olivia. Question 3.
At 20
20 billion.
at $20 billion, these games will be the most expensive games over that
Ever.
ever.
Okay. So at $20 billion, these games will be the most expensive games ever. Is that true or false? And we're back to the ladies. So Whitney, what say you?
true.
True. Whitney with true. Susie.
True. With
Olivia.
I'll say true as well.
Ladies are all in it true. Jeff, what do you think? Are they the most expensive ever at $20 billion?
Yes, true, Pete, locked in.
Okay. Noel?
Right over here. True.
True. Okay. And Ryan?
True.
Okay. Guys, I got some bad news for you. That is actually false.
Oh man.
The 2014 Winter Games in Sochi cost $50 billion, and the 2008 games in Beijing were $40 billion. So Tokyo is a relative bargain at half price.
I thought the robots would make it expensive.
Me too.
I thought maybe it's all in how they're paying the athletes too.
I'm sorry, but no points for any of you. Let's go.
She's doing the robot. All right, let's hear the next one, Suze.
You should get a point for that, actually.
Half a point for the robot.
clear gold and silver and bronze medals were made from donated phones, computers, and other electronics.
Okay. Question 4. This year's, which is for the gentleman, this year's gold, silver, and bronze medals will be made from donated phones, computers, and other electronics. True or false? What do you say? And I think this time we're up to Noel first.
True.
True? Noel goes true right off the bat. No hesitation. Ryan, what do you think?
I'll go with true.
Okay. Jeff.
Pete, I'm going with true, locked in all the way.
Okay, the guys are locked in hard at true. Okay, and Susie.
I think true.
Okay.
Yeah.
True? Locked in?
Yep. That's
Okay.
it in, bro.
Lock it in, bro. All right, Olivia.
I'll say true as well.
Okay. And that leaves Whitney.
I'll go with the group and say true.
Everybody's safety in numbers today. Here we go. Is it true? Yes, it is.
Woo!
70 pounds of gold, 7,700 pounds of silver, and 4,800 pounds of bronze were extracted from recycled materials, recycled electronics donated by Japanese citizens, and will be used to make this year's medals. Did not know that.
Pretty cool.
Points for everyone.
Okay,
Awesome.
here's the final last one.
Final
Correct.
option.
After being missing for 2 years, basketball and baseball and softball are returning to the Olympics.
That's what I'm talking about, right, Susie? After being missing for 2 years, baseball and softball are returning to the Olympics.
Did I hear basketball in there as well, or no? Just softball.
I think that was just a bonus, but I don't think basketball
Okay.
ever went away. So after being missing for 2 years, baseball and softball are returning. Is that true or is that false? And we're back to the ladies. I think it's Olivia's turn.
I'll say true.
Okay, Whit,
I'm going with true.
Suze.
I think it's true all the way. Look
Uh-huh.
at it in, girls.
True all the way for the ladies. All right, Noel,
Me too.
Jeff,
Pete, I'm going with true. This is all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
wow. All right, and Ryan.
True.
Everybody's true. Good job. Nailed it. That is, in fact, true. And there's also new sports this year. And I'll give anybody a bonus point if you can name one new sport. Well, I give you all your regular points. All right. Anybody got one?
Basketball.
Nope.
How many are there?
Well, on
there-
my sheet right here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is like floor or ball hockey one of them?
Floor or ball hockey?
Oh,
Or
no.
or no?
floor hockey.
Not on my list, which could be, in fact, true.
Volleyball.
Volleyball has been in existence. Good guess.
Oh,
All right.
What about
Really?
disc golf?
Disc golf is a really good guess, but not on my list.
What about surfing?
Ugh. Surfing is one.
Nice,
Ding,
Whit.
ding, ding.
That's
oh,
it.
oh.
The
Right.
ultimate frisbee, one of them?
Ultimate Frisbee is not one. I still have 3 remaining.
relay race.
Nope.
What about skiing?
Oh,
This is the summer games, so no.
Oh, some-
hey Pete,
Running.
Yes, Jeff.
muscle car racing.
Monster car racing is not on the list, but
volleyball.
volleyball is already a summer game, and I think somebody already guessed it.
No, no,
Horseshoes.
water skiing.
Water skiing is already a thing. What
Horseshoes.
else? Snowshoes?
Horseshoes.
Oh, nope. But I like horseshoes, especially in the summer. Got a
Save
nice-
this energy for the lightning round.
Cornhole is not
What
it.
about, what about softball?
Softball
Bruce
is
said that.
returning.
How about water skiing?
Water skiing is, I thought it was it, but it's not. Sorry. I got a little excited for nothing there. Nope.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Here we go. One of them is skateboarding. Another one is sport climbing. And there's one left.
Oh, dirt biking.
Good guess.
Rock
Karate.
climbing.
Karate.
Oh,
All right.
We're
So,
biking karate. All right, so should I have Susie sing us out while you count up our.
I have a lot of math today, so.
All right, Susie, hit us with your best theme song yet. Here we go.
This is cute. Seriously cute. I mean, like, seriously cute. Yeah.
Yeah, jazz hands.
That's it.
Gotta have it. All right, we'll give
Okay.
Pete a drum roll. Okay, he's ready.
All right, I think we've got this right here. We have, hold on. Okay. Olivia goes from 48 to 52. Susie on her 4-point day goes to 59, which, I'm sorry. Yeah, Noel goes to 58. So Susie passes Noel, goes to 59. Ryan also is at 59. And Jeff at 60. And Whit at 63.5. So yes,
Wow,
I'll put all this in the
Don't
chat.
forget that 0.5.
Yeah, don't you dare.
Almost gave Susie an extra 0.5 today for doing the robot. So that was controversial.
right. Wow, great game, everybody. Great cues. Susie and Jeff, you know what to say.
we'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
That's me.
Ask You. Who are you? Who are you?
I think last week Jeff actually said, "Ask Jeff."
Yeah, the last time I was on too, so we're
That's me.
It's Jeff. All right, Pete, who wrote to Jeff this week?
Let's see who it was. It was Harrison from Brunswick writes. And Harrison says, Dear Jeff, would you be willing to spend the night in an old spooky house that is supposedly haunted? There is no electricity, but you could bring a flashlight. Would you do it?
I already know Jeff's answer to this.
Oh, Jeff's answer.
Me too.
If he,
Correct, Noel.
yes, and I'll bring a night.
You bring a nightlight?
Yeah.
Good
You
choice.
would
There's no
not.
electricity.
That
but
is not true.
I
Yeah,
hate
it is.
scary stuff.
No.
He likes the Goosebumps
But
series.
I don't like scary, but I know how to confront it.
Oh,
You
that's good.
stay in an old haunted house by yourself, though?
Yeah.
Lots of ghosts and zombies.
I'm out.
I'm out. Not
I'm
doing
not
it.
so.
All right.
You're brave, Jeff.
If you had to pick one person from the STRIVEcast to bring with you, if you had to do it, who would you pick?
I think I'll pick Whitney.
I knew that was coming.
I would not make a good wig man for that.
All right.
Let's
Wow.
buzz.
How about you, Noel? Would you do it?
Think so,
You
yeah,
think you would do it?
because they are pretending fake.
Oh, that could be for real.
All right. How
But
about
we
you,
could be
Susie?
dead in the ground.
Susie, would you do it?
Of course I do. And
Jeff's covering his
I-
ears.
I can also make them a smoothie.
I would pick my girl Whitney
I
because
would.
Is that because she's the
I will
toughest?
pick you, Olivia.
I would make it
Yeah.
through.
I don't know.
Okay. Ryan, would you do it?
Yes.
All right. Well, there we go.
Here
I
we
guess we-
go.
So thank you very much, Harrison from Brunswick, for writing. We'll send you a Strive t-shirt. And if you'd like to get your question asked, could be fun like this or serious or whatnot, send it in to us at strivecast@pslstrive.org and put subject, Hey Jeff.
What up, Jeff?
Yo, Jeff.
What's up?
Or ask me.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff,
B.
Big
you know
tough
what to
Jeff.
say to close out your segment.
Want to send us a break?
Yes, Pete. We'll be right back with little quotes.
All right, we're back and it's time for.
No more tree. Tell me to the nose.
Got a poem for us today?
If you have a lantern pie and it's opening no tree. Once upon a galaxy, there was a time when many people lived up in different planets and galaxies when they were far, far freedom away. But when they didn't have a time or space, many people have power of three. But one become two, two become three, one become two, and the land become land. On the sky to the grass, the end.
Wow. Not sure what that one is. Wow, Noel. Powerful stuff today. To me, the vibe I got was that meant there's power in numbers. Is that sort of the vibe of the poem?
That was the one with the charm, the series. Mine and something power of, it was a spell with Prue, Phoebe, and Piper.
A TV show
It's
Charmed.
not the show.
Yeah. Then the galaxies was from the opening of Star Wars.
Right, that I did know. Gotcha. All right. Anything else you want to share about this poem and what it means to you?
from what it means to me is how the time you spent on the planet Earth and beautiful. It's nice to think about science stuff.
Beautiful
Right.
science.
Yeah. All right, Jeff, ready to take us to break?
We'll be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by Yay!
Yep.
It's like comedy fog.
Listeners like you.
Awesome. Listeners like who, Ryan?
Jack Clifford.
Jack Clifford, our listener of the week. Shout out to Jack Clifford. Thanks for listening, Jack. Right, guys?
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, Jacko.
All right. Jeff, you know what to say.
We'll be right back.
All right, we are back and it's time to
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Thank you, Courtney. Wrap it
wrap
up.
it up. Wrap it up. What the STRIVEcast gang, we have a new friend on via Zoom who joins us named Courtney. She is the little robot voice who tells us when we're recording. So she's our new friend. Shout out to Courtney. All right. And we want to thank our guest, John Naylor from Rosemont Market, who joined us today for an awesome interview. That was so much fun. Thank you to John for joining us. Yeah, yay is right. It was a great interview. We want to thank our producing team of Whitney and Susie, who help keep this show on the road every single week. We want to thank Ryan, our sound and video engineer, who helps put this show together each and every Tuesday for all of your listening and content needs. Thank you to Ryan for all the work you do for the STRIVEcast. And anything else we want to say on our way out, you guys?
Don't forget our summer special. Email us for details. STRIVEcast@pslstrive.org.
All right. And we will see everybody next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.